watch yourself mindfully. When we mindfully watch our bodily sensations, we should not confuse them with mental formations, for bodily sensations can arise without anything to do with the mind. Mental formations refer to mental activities, that is, the aggregate of mental formations. We should not confuse feelings with mental formations. For instance, we sit comfortably. After a while, there can arise some uncomfortable feeling on our back or in our legs. Our mind immediately experiences that discomfort and forms numerous thoughts around the feeling. At that point, without trying to confuse the feeling with the mental formations, we should isolate the feeling as feeling and watch it mindfully. Feeling is one of the 7 universal mental factors. The other 6 are contact, perception, mental formations, concentration, life force, and awareness. These are the 5 universal mental factors: contact, attention, feeling, perception, and intention. They are the mental activities that arise during any cognitive process. These 5 mental factors are the most common, so they are called the 5 universal mental factors. They take place in any cognitive process. Please remember this. At another time, we may have a certain emotion such as resentment, fear, or lust. Then we should watch the emotion exactly as it is without trying to confuse it with anything else. Can you do this? These emotions are all habits that you have cultivated over time, so you can certainly watch them in this way. They are just karmic habits. When we bundle our form, feeling, perceptions, mental formations, and consciousness up into one and try to watch all of them as feeling, we get confused, as we will not be able to see the source of feeling. If we simply dwell upon the feeling alone, ignoring other mental factors, our realization of truth becomes very difficult. Therefore, we need to clearly distinguish and thoroughly understand these 5 aggregates, as well as the functions of each mental factor. If you bind them together, ego grasping will arise, and you won't be able to discern them clearly. Without wisdom, we humans are just like animals. When you mix and bind the 5 aggregates collectively together, you will believe the existence of a self. Is it? Before learning the path to liberation, were you like this? You can ask yourselves. Only after you have learned this can you gradually separate the 5 aggregates one by one. The aggregate of mental formations has various mental factors and many functions, and the aggregate of consciousness can be divided into 6 parts, many indeed. If you don't separate them in this way and don't clearly distinguish these mental factors, you cannot realize the true nature. We want to gain the insight into the experience of impermanence, to overcome our resentment. Our deeper knowledge of unhappiness overcomes our greed, which causes our unhappiness. Our realization of selflessness overcomes ignorance arising from the notion of self. We should see the mind and body separately first. Having comprehended them separately, we should see their essential interconnectedness. As our insight becomes sharp, we become more and more aware of the fact that all the aggregates are cooperating to work together. None can exist without the other. Here, name and form is a collective term referring to the mental and physical aspects. It means body and mind. We can see the real meaning of the famous metaphor of the blind man who has a healthy body to walk and the disabled person who has very good eyes to see. Neither of them alone can do much for himself, but when the disabled person climbs on the shoulders of the blind man, together they can travel and achieve their goals easily. Similarly, the body alone can do nothing for itself. It is like a log, unable to move or do anything by itself except to become a subject of impermanence, decay, and death. The mind itself can do nothing without the support of the body. When we mindfully watch both body and mind, we can see how many wonderful things they can do together. As long as we are sitting in one place, we may gain some degree of mindfulness. Going to a retreat and spending several days or several months watching our feelings, perceptions, countless thoughts, and various states of consciousness may make us eventually calm and peaceful. Normally, we do not have that much time to spend in one place, meditating all the time. Therefore, we should find a way to apply our mindfulness to our daily life in order for us to be able to handle daily unforeseeable eventualities. This means we should learn to meditate in our daily life, maintaining mindfulness in short sessions and gradually merging them into longer ones. In other words, we should first learn and cultivate mindfulness.